Hello, all you rabid Lions fans, and welcome to Lions on the Prowl. News, rumors, and debates from the fans' perspective. Here's Jim and Tim.
Hello, Lions fans. Welcome to Lions on the Prowl. My name's Jim.
And my name is Maniac Tim.
And this week we are going to give the eulogy for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
2019 season is in the books, pretty much.
That's true, Jim. I mean, God, what the heck?
It's over.
Yeah, it's like...
Call the fat lady.
Yeah. We were at the beginning of the season wondering, man, is this team better than what we thought it was? And all of a sudden, reality strikes. You go ahead and get smacked in the face. Hey, wake up. This is still the Lions.
Same old Lions.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it is the end of the season, so we wanted to... start moving forward towards the Lions Super Bowl, which is the off season.
Oh God! And really, is that a Super Bowl or a dud bowl?
Well, this year, I mean, we got Trey Flowers, and yes, when it doesn't matter, he does show up. When it did matter, he didn't do a damn thing.
Right.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions' injuries and stuff have been struck by lightning.
Yep.
It has been
one hell of a injury prone.
A bad season.
Yeah.
Injuries have plagued this team.
Mm-hmm.
I would say injuries have plagued this team if they wouldn't draft injury prone players.
Right.
And get injury prone free agents.
Daniels.
Maybe that wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But we do, so that's what happens.
Yeah. And it's not only been this regime, it's been others too, like Pat Swilling.
So today, we could talk about the Bears game, but why? Doesn't really matter.
Right.
We made Mitchell Trubisky look like Johnny Unitas.
Yep. He
3 touchdown passes, 131 quarterback rating. Seriously, guys. Trubisky hadn't done anything all year. You made him look all world. That defense is terrible.
Yeah. And Matt Patricia, I'm sorry, but you have failed. You have lost your team already. And it does not even seem like you care. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you have a plan to make it better. That's a real bad part about it. There's no emotion.
It's not. God, it feels like pound the rock all over again.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. And my problem is, I'm not sure about Patricia. I don't know. He hasn't had a whole team his whole freaking career. It seems like. Really, I mean, this is his second season.
Right.
But there's no signs that this is turning around anytime soon. And Bob Quinn has been a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
He has made, now this is the same thing. Martin Mayhew made really good trades.
Right.
Martin Mayhew made really good moves. Willie Young, 7th round pick.
Right.
Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
See, we had a good 7th round pick before.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. You trade Quandre Diggs for a 5th. You piss off the entire locker room. Matthew Stafford has broken bones in his back again this year. And how does that happen 2 years in a row when you break your quarterback's back? Right. Is that because he carried this damn team the whole time?
Could be.
I think so. You know how I feel about that.
Oh, yeah, I do know how you feel about that.
And the 31st ranked defense in the league, out of 32 teams. That means there is somebody worse than us. That's the only consolation you take there.
And you also look at the New England Patriots without Matt Patricia. They have a damn good defense now.
Their defense is better.
I mean, what the heck? Quinn, you're the one that brought this idiot in here. And yes, I'm saying idiot because that's what he looks like to me. Sure, he may be a hell of a lot smarter than me in the IQ and the football X's and O's, but as far as for bringing wins, you're not getting the job done. You're not doing. You're not even building something to get it done in the future.
3-5.
Right.
This team's a disaster. I don't understand. I don't get it. You trade away Golden Tate, and you bring in Amendola. Amendola's pretty good.
Yes.
You trade away Quandre Diggs,
so
Will Harris can play.
Right.
And that's fine. But get the results.
Yeah.
Get the W. If you say next man up is your thing, and you say this is, no man is bigger than the team and all this BS, then we should have won today.
Yeah. And you got to have a team. You got to have a team first before any man can be bigger than that team. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got to have success, and sure, in the Patriots they had that. They have already established that. The Lions have not. So you got to build something in order for this to happen. I mean, unfortunately, you're not building crap.
Well, they're 3-5 this year, right? Which means they're 9 and what? They went 6-10, so they're 9-15 overall under Patricia. That's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
That's not good.
Right.
And guess what? Didn't we get rid of that guy with the winning record to get this guy that loses all the time?
And if this would have been Caldwell, they would have been calling for his head last year. Because remember, when he went ahead and he had his second year, he had that horrible start.
Yep.
Where they went like 1-6 or 0-6 or something like that, and they were calling for his head right there. But why are we giving Patricia, and not only to overlook, not just looking at Patricia, giving this is Quinn's man, this is Quinn's personal guy that was supposed to be the savior of Detroit, and basically he's the biggest slap in the face to the city, to the fan base of Detroit that there is.
Do you remember when I said that it was eerily similar of Wade Fonts?
Yes.
To where all he would do is make the playoffs, but he couldn't get us to the next level. Because he was that real nice coach and all that stuff, just like Caldwell. And then we brought somebody in to take us to the next level, and we went all the way backwards and never got back there again, basically.
Right.
Until like Schwartz and stuff.
I remember.
The same thing.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
We brought in Bobby Ross. There went Barry Sanders. A couple of years after, Bobby Ross, the second year, he said, Barry Sanders said, "Screw this."
Well, I'm going to tell you this because this is the way I feel. This organization loves mediocrity.
Right.
I've been saying it for a while now. You have one star, you have a draw, so they'll get butts in the seats. And that's it. You don't build around it. Why don't you build around it? Because you don't. Because you don't care. And if you cared, you wasted a career with Barry Sanders. You wasted a career with Billy Sims. You wasted a career with Calvin Johnson. And now you wasted a career with Matthew Stafford if he ever comes back.
Right.
It's an indictment on the Ford family because you love mediocrity. Trust me, you love mediocrity because that's what you want.
Right.
Let's not go out and get Khalil Mack. Let's not do that because that could cost us precious draft picks like T.J. Hawkinson, who barely ever touches the ball. He did today a little bit, but he's not a difference maker. We're not getting more wins because of him.
And isn't that what Quinn said at the end of last season?
We need more playmakers.
Yeah, right.
What about Jared Davis? He was a first-round pick, and he's becoming honestly, they're saying he's a failure, a bust. So if you would have gave up a couple of first-round picks, which you suck at anyway, and you could have got a good player. That's fine. Whatever. It changed their entire defense around last year, and if we had that, maybe we would have went somewhere last year. But we didn't. This year it was Jalen Ramsey. That's okay. We don't need him because he's a star player. We love mediocrity.
Yeah. Now, just to go ahead and take the devil's advocate side of this.
That would be the devil for sure.
If you look at the signing, where's Khalil Mack right now? Where is he?
Chicago.
Okay, what is Chicago's record this year?
Chicago won the division last year, too.
Right. Last year they did.
No, I know. But you're playing devil's advocate. Let me respond. Right?
Right.
Let's see. When's the last time the Lions won the division? Oh,
Never.
That's right. They haven't.
Yep. They haven't.
Even to get one would be nice.
Right.
And if we got Khalil Mack and we even got one, and I'm sorry, our draft picks suck anyway, generally. I'm not saying they're terrible. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they're not great. They're good. They're not great. And that you got a lot of good players and not great players. That's mediocrity.
Right.
That's right in the middle of the pack, and we ain't even in the middle of the pack. We're 3-5. We're at the bottom of the pack.
Yeah, we are.
The team that Khalil Mack is on just beat us with no offense, supposedly. Although they scored 3 touchdowns against that amazing Patricia defense.
Yeah, what a joke. But Patricia, the way you're leading this team is a joke.
I mean, let's not go get Melvin Gordon.
Right.
Let's not get Kenyon Drake. Let's not get any of these guys that could help this team. Like, we're fine where we are. Are we? Let's see. Let's see how fine we really are. Let's see. How was our rushing game today? That's something I need to find out. Oh, we got 98 yards. That's pretty good.
I think that's kind of what we got last year.
37 yards was the quarterback. McKissick, 10 carries for 36 yards. The average is 3.6 yards a carry. Ty Johnson averaged 3.2 yards a carry, and Paul Perkins a whopping 1.3 yards a carry.
Wow.
None of these running backs averaged more than a 4 yard per carry.
Yeah.
But we don't need anybody because we like mediocrity. We love to be mediocre. We love the mediocre player, and we love our mediocre team.
And now we're starting to pay the mediocre player good money.
Yeah.
As far as in like Flowers.
I mean, I think Flowers would be okay. I think he was hurt. I do. He's coming on of late.
Right.
He had, 2 sacks last week or something, and then another sack this week, and the sack the week before that. I mean, he's putting a string together. So are we of losses. But 3-5 to him.
Right.
3-5.
I
did expect this. I did expect it.
Yes.
But the problem is I expected it out of the first, all those games that we were playing that we were supposedly going to get killed in.
Yep.
Not the ones we were supposed to win.
And you expected Chicago to be better this year.
I expected Chicago to take a step back.
No, but I mean better than what they
are right now.
That's what you
I did. I thought they were going to be better than they are right now, but they still beat us, so my prediction was still right. True, right? I said they would. Well, I said they would beat us twice, and they've already beat us once.
Yeah, but you're still very mad at that they lost to us, or that we
I'm
lost
very
to
mad
them.
that this team, that the Bears are this year,
right.
and their offense is nothing. That we couldn't even stop them.
I know
they stopped themselves half the time, and we still couldn't win this game.
But of course, we also know. I mean, this is a problem that. Even that goes beyond Caldwell, that goes beyond Patricia, that goes beyond, it was in these times where, okay, you go ahead and you lose Matthew Stafford before the game. The team does not know how to get itself up either. Or
up from what?
Up
we
from
don't
what?
have anything that's good.
Okay.
That's the only thing we have that's good.
Okay. Where I was going with this is way back when Kelvin Johnson got hurt. All right. We played Green Bay. We found out on that day, and we played terrible.
Yeah.
All right. Last year, you take a look at when Chicago was playing better and Trubisky was hurt. They still came in, and the team itself
still beat us.
Rallied behind.
See, but we don't have a team to rally behind. You're like you say, you're comparing apples to oranges because Chicago has a really good defense. We have a really shitty defense. Yeah. We have a really shitty running game. We have a really shitty special teams usually. What do we have? We have a passing game, and we don't have the quarterback that orchestrates that passing game.
But I am going to argue that point because they did do it, and yes, there was less injuries at the time. But they did rally together and bring them.
Who did?
What the Lions did
when?
Earlier in the year when Slay got hurt.
Okay. That's Slay. That's not
I know, but I'm talking about rallying when somebody goes down, and we've seen that in the defense. Now Stafford being hurt is not going to.
Stafford being hurt is not going to.
It's not going to count on how the defense plays.
The defense is playing shitty anyway.
But I'm saying that they need to find a way to rally and get themselves up to play like they were playing at the beginning of the year. Because they were. They were playing better. They went from...
Well, we're coming up on a break, and so we're going to take that break real quick, and we're going to come back and argue some more about the Lions and how much they suck.
Hello, Lions fans. Would you like to support the continuation of this show? Become a patron. Go to www.patreon.com Facebook.com/Lions on the Prowl. Thank you for supporting our mission to give you Lions news and rumors from the fans' perspective.
All right, we're back, and we were debating Tim's notion of getting the defense up to play.
I'm saying that in the beginning of the season, they were pulling off. They were good against the pass.
They were.
All right. They were rallying because we seen corners go down. We seen them rally to play better.
So what's
and
the
this is one of the things that we have not seen overall. When somebody goes down on the Lions, they go ahead and they don't rally behind each other and as a team and.
Well, how many people do you got to lose? Okay, here's my point. This defense isn't doing anything that used to.
No.
Remember, it was punching out the ball.
Right.
They were causing turnovers. They were getting, they were on the receivers and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, it just quit.
Right.
Why? Because Diggs got traded away. Because Darius Slay, there was rumors that he was going to get traded away. They don't play like they did before.
No, they don't.
Is there a reason? Maybe there is. I don't know. I mean, it looked like the coaching was really, really good because they would punch the ball out. On every play, you could watch them do it. And now you don't see them do that at all.
Yeah.
Why are they not doing the things that got them there?
I don't know. Because somebody wanted change or something.
You talked about them rallying around. I think they are. I think they're rallying around the notion they want this coach fired.
Could be.
I can't see anything else because this defense was playing lights out for a while.
Right.
And all of a sudden, they were terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And especially in the secondary. They're almost, I think they're 30th in pass defense out of 32 teams.
And I think, I could be wrong on that, but I remember hearing that they were second at the beginning of the year.
They were. They were
so
really
it's like,
good.
Yeah.
Because they would punch the ball out. They would cause turnovers. And then all of a sudden it stopped.
Yeah. So it's looking like, at least from the outside looking in, that they lost the team. That the coach lost the team.
Well, I don't know. I don't
something's
know.
Something's
Tracy
going on.
Walker's gone, hurt.
But they kind of stopped.
You shipped out Quandre Diggs.
Yeah. But that kind of stopped even before they shipped out.
I know. But why?
Everybody
was doing it.
Yeah.
Justin Coleman was punching the ball out every single play.
Mm-hmm.
They were all doing it. They were going for the strip. They were going for the punch out. They were starting to get known for something.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden they just said, oh, crap, we're actually good. Sorry, we won't do this no more.
Maybe they were mandated by the force to go ahead and look sucky. I don't know.
I
don't see why that would.
But
I don't know.
But
what's going on.
You noticed that stopped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has. Yeah.
And that's not the only thing that stopped. This team has a lot of weapons. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
They needed a running back.
Yeah.
Did they go out and get one? No. They needed a good pass rusher. Did they go out and get one? No. They needed a better offensive line. Did they fix that? No. I mean, they haven't done anything really to make this team better except for the defensive line, and that is probably the worst part of the team right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I mean,
they're getting a little pressure today.
Yeah. And, of course, Daniel's here. Then he's not. He's
here for a whole 5 minutes.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. He's here, then he's not.
I like the guy. I don't have anything against him, but it's the same old Ezekiel Ansah thing. You're out there, you do something great, and then you're hurt again, and bye.
Right.
And this whole team, is this whole team hurt? Is that what it is? Is it the conditioning of this team? What is going on?
And that's why I thought they were doing 2 a day so that they could, or work
we're not
out.
allowed to do
or
2
well,
days.
not. But they were doing all the extra running and all that other stuff.
Well, I don't know because most people aren't with a hamstring, so that obviously isn't working.
Right.
To me, I don't know. I think they gave up on the season a while back.
Right.
I do. Kerryon Johnson goes out for the year again.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2 years in a row.
Right. And
but
this time
to that fan that said he wasn't injury prone, yeah, okay. Anyway, sorry, had to do it.
Right.
Because we argued that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no, guy's injury prone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, guess what?
Right. Was that Kevin?
Who?
Kevin Brenner?
Could be. I don't
Yeah.
know who it was. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But I know somebody was saying, no, he's not injury prone. This is the blah, 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 blah. Well, guess
Right.
what? He's on injured reserve again.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't impress me at all
No.
this year.
No.
I mean, just a little bit in the beginning. He did a couple good things, and then that's it. Done.
Right. Yeah. And he was done a lot earlier this year than he was last year. Last year, it was like...
Yeah,
He
but they
made
were
it.
dropping like flies last year.
Yeah.
Remember that? Right in the middle
Mhm.
of the season. Just like this year.
Right.
They had the Miami game.
Mhm.
They had the New England game.
Right.
Like they had the Kansas City game.
Yeah.
See? And it looked like they were going to win. They had a shot at winning the
Mhm.
division because they were looking good, they were coming
Right.
back. No. And they do the same thing as they did last year and completely fall apart.
Right. Right. They're...
Just
What-
complete falling apart.
Yeah. And it's crazy. And nobody has they don't have an answer for it. And
No, they don't. And I don't know what to say, to be honest, anymore.
right.
Because it's every regime that comes in here. It's the same
Mhm.
thing. It's the same song and dance.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yeah.
But this time, I actually think it's worse.
Yeah. Is it that Matt Patricia's style of the NFL is not current?
My question is, if this blows up, I'm just being honest. I'm looking at this whole thing.
right.
And if this blows up, this is a team that drafted bigger players,
Mhm.
slower players,
Right.
and this is not that league.
No.
And if we have to blow up and go and get a different coach and a different general manager, it is going to be a serious rebuild. There will be none of these players will be here. Very few. We're going to be in cap hell for quite a while.
Did you hear that the next plan for the Fords, what it is? They're going to move the Lions to the XFL.
That would be better.
Yeah, then maybe they could compete.
This is
No.
brutal. This is
Yeah.
brutal. And we say this, we said it with Schwartz, we've said it with Caldwell when we knew it was over.
Yeah.
Hey, fans, it's over.
Right.
I'm letting you know now, this regime is done.
Mm-hmm.
They are absolutely finished. Because I'm not, I think he will get another year.
You're probably right. But it's not going to help.
It's not
It's
going
just
to help.
It's just going to
It's
put
just
us
gonna get
another year
worse.
behind. I mean,
Yep.
you're not.
Yeah, and I'm usually not one to fire them both right now. I'm one to be patient, but there's nothing here.
Right.
I mean, there's just nothing here. He's
Mhm.
bringing this defense along, but this defense is terrible.
Right.
And this is his defense.
Mm-hmm.
It's Matt Patricia's defense.
Right. You may have.
The Crypt Keeper
Yeah.
is sitting there and doing whatever he does, but
Well,
it's Patricia's defense. And that is, it's worse every week.
Right.
You're missing key players, and you could have went out and got some really good
Mhm.
players and difference makers, but you decided
Right.
that wasn't a good idea.
Yep.
You decided that. We didn't decide that. You decided that. You decided 9 and
Mhm.
7 wasn't good enough.
So.
So you give us 6 and 10.
Yes.
And you give us 3 and 5
Right. I mean,
and 1. 3,
Yeah.
5 and 1.
what the hell? And not only beating one team in our own division last year, and that was the Packers.
Yep.
Only I mean before
And we've
under
lost all of our
Yes.
division games this year.
I know, yeah.
All of them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We are the worst team in the NFC.
Yes, we
No.
are.
NFC North. And we
Yes.
shouldn't be.
No. And the Lions fan base, the Lions team deserve better than that.
But what's weird is the Lions fan base will sit there and they'll be like, you know what? They have a lot of injuries. And you know what? No, it's an excuse. Just look at Chicago last year. They lost their quarterback. They still won the division.
Every team suffers injuries. Every team does. And I know some is now and then, but it isn't every team that is like the Lions and the Browns. They're just horrible every year.
And it's not
they can't get
horrible every
anywhere.
year. it's
mediocrity.
It's mediocre every year.
Mm-hmm.
They love to be in the middle, because if they're in the middle at the beginning, or if there's hype enough for them to be in the middle, then they will sell tickets. If they sell enough tickets, who cares what the end result is? Because the dumbass Lions fans are going to come back next year, and the next year, and the next year, and the next year. We will not see true change until we don't fill that stadium anymore. And you can say it's not being a fan. You could tell me that, you're just a fair weather fan. No, I've been a fan for 40 freaking years.
Well, remember, they used to have trouble filling the Silverdome.
No, the Silverdome was different.
I know, because 80,000. But still, they did,
But this is crazy, because we support mediocrity, and we decided it's good enough. It's not good enough. When you miss out on players, and you swing and miss just about every year. We got Trey Flowers, and he really hasn't been what we thought he was going to be. Justin Coleman was a really good pickup. Jesse James has done very little.
Right.
He's not a difference maker. Danny Amendola has been really, really good. And that signing, I will say, was a good signing. Justin Coleman, I would say, was a good signing. But some of these guys, they already cut him.
Yeah.
C.J. Anderson, one of the Anderson brothers. He's gone.
Yes. Yeah, he is. And he was supposed to be a big flash.
Yeah. But he was great in the Super Bowl, and he was great here, and I can't believe we got him, and then we just got him. And this team is...
of course, he was the second choice.
He was the second choice.
From the same team.
That. But why do you... They said they needed... Okay, wait a second.
Yeah.
They said they needed somebody to spell Kerryon Johnson. So they had Ty Johnson, who I thought would be pretty good, and he's terrible.
Right.
And how come every running back looks the same?
I don't know.
After a while.
Yeah.
They'll show a flash, and then they're right back to run it up the middle. They can't go anywhere. They show no speed. They show no nothing, and they get tackled almost immediately.
Yeah. And remember last year after Kerryon got hurt and they brought back, who was it?
I don't even know.
White boy?
Oh, Zenner?
Zenner? I mean, he did get a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, but
still, I mean,
and this is all like you like to say, garbage time. And it is. It's all garbage time. That's what it is. And I hate to say that, but it's the truth. It's all garbage time. Because we're not going anywhere this year, and they already know it.
Yep.
They don't sit Stafford if they think we got a chance to win something.
Right.
Because he didn't sit last year.
No, he didn't.
So now all of a sudden he's sitting with broken bones again.
Right.
Again.
Yeah.
In his back. How much longer is he going to be able to play?
I don't know.
And then you got a serious problem. Because now you don't have a quarterback again.
Right.
So now instead of being every year you have a chance, now you have no chance. None. Not unless you can go get another quarterback that's decent enough. But you can't build a team. So it doesn't matter who you bring in.
Right.
My fear is this team is going to be bad longer than I'm alive. It really is.
That very well could happen. I mean, either of us is alive. I mean, shoot, look at even with the owner. I mean, shoot, Ford. William Clay Ford isn't around anymore.
Nope, and he never saw a winner. And
right.
I don't think we will either. We're coming up on another break, and these are hard breaks every 15 minutes, so we apologize for that. But just want to get our sponsors in there so that we can, not pay the bills.
Right, because we don't get paid from them. So
right. So anyway, we'll be back with some closing thoughts after the break.
Lions on the Prowl is currently seeking sponsors for the show. If your business would like to reach our audience, please email lionsontheprowl14@gmail.com.
And we're going to go back to, we're going to talk about something, this segment, about the Patriot Way.
Yeah. And why it doesn't work for the Lions.
And why it isn't working for the Lions. Yeah, very, very very much so. So Quinn and Patricia are from the Patriot organization, and because we can't have our own thing here, we have to try everybody else's stuff, like the Rams and the Greatest Show on Turf and New Orleans, and brought their shit in here. But we don't get a whole lot of
original Lions
stuff.
Right.
But we have a theory on why the Patriot Way is not going to work in Detroit.
Right.
Tim, you want to tell us a little bit more about what we think here?
Okay. Well, of course, the Patriots have been, over the years, known as being a team that starts out slow. There's been a couple exceptions, and they build as they go along.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the division and you compare them with the NFC North, their division is not near as competitive as ours is.
Not at all.
So they're not being... They don't need to win as quickly as we have to.
Right.
So, plus they play in the AFC. The AFC, that's all you have is Patriots. Every now and then you may see the Broncos go ahead and do good, and
Kansas City.
Yeah. And at one time you even had the Colts, but I mean the Colts ain't nothing without Andrew Luck now.
What we want to do, I'm going to take a little bit of this over because I want to compare the NFC North with the Patriots division.
Right.
And there's no contest.
Oh no. Okay, if you say that the Patriots are the team, so who's number 2 in that division, would you say?
Right now is Buffalo.
Okay, yep.
Because they're really good.
Right now. Yeah, this year. But
Jets are crap.
Right.
Much. So are Miami's crap.
Right.
And for the most part, Buffalo's been crap.
Right.
For years.
Yeah. True.
So you have 3 teams you can beat up on and get 6 wins a year that pretty much isn't even a challenge.
Right. So basically you're automatically in the playoffs because you win your division every year.
Right.
And not to mention where you can buy for a wild card because a lot of the records, you don't need as many wins there.
See, and that's the point. So the Patriot Way, why it doesn't work in Detroit, is because we don't have a cream puff division like you do.
And remember, last year, this is starting to make sense on how Quinn said, well, the beginning of the year you evaluate the team, and then, then later on you know what you are.
But it don't work in our division because we have Green Bay twice, Chicago twice, and the Vikings twice.
Yeah.
Now, if you, let's compare Miami to the least team. That's the Bears.
Right. Yeah.
There's not even a comparison.
No.
The Bears are a lot better than Miami.
Yep.
Perennially. I'm not saying that it's this year, but for the most part, every year they're better.
Yeah. And in fact, in order to compare a team that may be even similar, you would need to go back to when there was the NFC Central.
Right.
And that would have been probably Tampa Bay would have been maybe the closest back then.
But we're not there.
But I know, but I'm just saying.
26
yeah,
years
I know.
Ago.
But I'm just saying that the NFC North has not had that bad of a team since then.
Well, the NFC North. Okay, so you have Detroit,
right?
Who I would say, isn't that good usually every year. Green Bay, who's usually good.
Yeah.
You have Minnesota, that's good. You have all 4 teams in this division that can compete.
Right. Yeah.
You don't have that in the AFC East. You don't.
You don't.
And I think that is a huge factor in why the Lions lose every year. Because they have a lot tougher schedule than most teams.
Right.
Because they play these monster teams in their division.
Yep. And if you look at what was our division called known as?
The black and blue division.
Right. And that's because we were the
beat
ones
each other
that
up.
Yeah.
The Patriots don't have to beat anybody up because they're better heads and shoulders above that entire division.
Right.
The Jets, they're perennially a disaster.
Right.
Right. Buffalo's usually a disaster, although this year they're not. Miami's a disaster.
Right.
So the Patriots, if you switch the Patriots and the Lions,
right,
the Patriots would have to play Green Bay twice, Chicago twice,
right,
and Minnesota twice. And I don't think they come out of that as easily as they do against Buffalo and against, the Jets. And I mean year after year after year. I'm not talking about just this year, but I'm talking year after year after year of playing cream puff teams. Of course you're going to be better. Of course you're going to have a better record.
And plus, when you're playing these weak teams, you can go ahead and save some of your better players for your tougher matchups.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're not good. I never said that. I'm saying that they can afford more mess-ups than we can. And I think Patricia and Quinn didn't understand that when they got here. Because the level of competition is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
I see in the NFC, I see New Orleans.
Yep.
I see Seattle. I see San Francisco. I see L.A.
And if you look at the teams, I noticed this last year, you look at the teams that Patricia has success with is the teams from the AFC.
Yes.
Because, I mean, we beat...
So weaker teams.
Yeah. They're weaker teams, and they're also teams that he knows, too.
Right.
Like
Miami that he beat up on. New England he beat. Here's the thing, though. So the AFC versus the NFC, I don't think it's close.
Right.
I don't. Kansas City's good in the AFC. Pittsburgh is usually, but they're not this year. Buffalo's good in the AFC this year.
Right.
But, I mean, you've got Green Bay, who I still don't think is that good, by the way. You've got Green Bay. You've got San Francisco was undefeated. You've got all these teams.
And you got your
good teams.
You're looking at Dallas.
Dallas is not great, but Dallas still is good enough.
Right.
They're better than Miami and the Jets and all them idiots.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Rams.
The Rams, who, I mean, this is a very tough. NFC.
Atlanta's not good this year, but they've been.
Yeah,
New Orleans definitely.
Saints. I think they lost today, though. Somebody crappy. But what I'm trying to say is I think the NFC is tougher than the AFC.
Right.
I think the Patriots always have an easier way to the Super Bowl than the NFC teams do. And I think that the Patriot Way won't work in Detroit. And the reason it won't work in Detroit is because you don't have these cream buff teams that you can beat up on and that you can build a team that's better.
Right.
And can get better throughout the year. You don't have that chance here.
No.
I mean, you're playing quality teams every week. Yeah. Philadelphia.
Oh,
again, another team that we played early on.
Right. And just, I mean, like you said, you looked at just in our division. I mean, you look what Minnesota is. You know, Green Bay, for some reason, the league wants them to be good.
I agree.
You know,
and I don't think
so. And it's not only the league. I mean, I even see that in all the sportscasters and stuff. They overlook the real Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. I mean, hey, if you guys don't like it, well, then quit doing it. I'm going to call you.
The NFC in the like I said, the NFC AFC matchup. You have in the AFC, you got Cincinnati,
right?
Cleveland, Houston. You got Tennessee, Jacksonville. You know, Oakland, who's
right.
Denver, the Jets, the Dolphins. Okay. And I guess in ours, I look at our the NFC. Of course, you got Arizona. But the rest of that division is the Rams, San Francisco, and Seattle. Atlanta's terrible this year, but they usually aren't. Carolina's not great this year, but they usually are. The Saints are usually good.
Right.
Tampa Bay's perennially bad.
Yeah.
Dallas, the Giants have been bad. The Eagles have been up and down, and the Redskins have been kind of bad. But other than that, I mean, you've got power teams. If you compare the AFC East and the NFC East,
right,
you have one team, two teams in the AFC East that are any good.
Right.
You have about three teams in the you have two, you're about the same. Okay, so that's pretty much the same. Now you go to the NFC North, and you've got the Bears, the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings. You got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Steelers. The Steelers sucked this year.
Yep.
The Browns sucked this year. The Bengals sucked this year.
Right.
Baltimore's the only good team in that division. And I guess if you want to look at it the way I look at it, the Lions are I don't think they're that bad of a team, but I think they are right now. I think the Bears were very good last year, but not good this year. Green Bay is good this year. Minnesota's good this year. Green Bay currently beating Carolina 14-0 right now.
God, I hate that.
You go to the South, and the AFC South has the Houston Texans, which they're not great. Colts, which aren't great.
Yeah, especially once luck
really sucks.
Yeah,
Tennessee's not terrible, but they're not. I mean, none of these teams are wonderful. And you got the AFC West, who's got Denver, who sucks.
Right.
The Chargers, I don't know what they are. The Raiders, I'm not sure about them. Kansas City's the one really good team out of that division.
Yeah, and they're in some ways they're struggling this year too.
Right. But you got, in the NFC West, you got the Rams, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Seattle Seahawks. Well, let's count the good teams. Okay, 'cause you got the Patriots and the Bills. That's 2.
Right.
You got the Ravens. That's 3. I don't even see a team in that division that I think is any good. Kansas City, maybe Houston, maybe. That's 5 teams.
Right.
That I think are decent. So in the NFC, you've got Dallas. I can't really say Philadelphia, but they're kind of
Right.
But you got Green Bay.
Or 2 years ago, Super Bowl team.
Yeah, but you got Green Bay, Minnesota. You got New Orleans. You got Los Angeles. You got San Francisco. You got Seattle.
Right.
You got Dallas. I mean, there's teams that are perennial winners in the NFC rather than the AFC. I guess that's the point. So that's the point. So why doesn't the Patriot Way work in Detroit? Because they don't have the easier teams to beat.
Right. Because once you go ahead and you get into playoffs, that's a most important thing, getting into playoffs.
Yep.
Then if you go ahead and play better once you're in the playoffs, you can go ahead and go to a Super Bowl or whatever.
Right.
And,
but we're just saying that, and I don't care what regime we get in here or whatever, how we build our team. We have a tough division.
Yes, we do.
We have one of the toughest divisions in the entire league, year in and year out. And playing each other makes it worse.
Yeah, it does.
Because our teams beat up on each other, and so
Twice
we're not
a
as good as a division because we beat up on each other. Whereas New England's like the dominant team in their division, pretty much. Anyway, so honestly feel like the regime is over. Patricia and Quinn are probably going to be done. Whether it's this year, next year, who cares?
Hopefully
I just don't see
soon.
I just don't see it happening. But if we're patient, and maybe we need to be more patient, maybe they're going to learn on the job, and maybe they will get better.
Right.
But right now, the evidence is they won't.
And
the evidence is 9-15.
Right.
Not a very good win percentage.
No, it's not. And it's not good enough for me.
It's not good enough for me either, because 9-7 wasn't good enough.
Right. And no, I mean,
but
sure.
9-15 is.
Right. I mean, to me that's just kind of like when when Quinn hired that long snapper.
Yeah.
When he drafted him,
the long snapper.
Yeah. It's kind of like that type of comparison. Yeah. You go ahead and you bring in somebody who, I mean, the fans deserve better. We deserve better.
It's true, and we're running out of show. But we just wanted to kind of go through a lot of the Patriot Way and all that. We didn't get to a lot of what we really wanted to get into there, but it's safe to say that it's more difficult, more challenging in the NFC North than it would be in New England. And you have to face the refs and all the other stuff here where they just don't.
Right.
So, okay, Tim, we'll take us home. It's been a good show. I'm sorry about all that, but it's been really busy this week. It's been a lot going on. So, okay, Tim.
Okay, go Lions. Lions on Prowl. Lions, one pride.
All right, we'll see you next week.